Well, good morning and welcome to Move Early, Move Often. It is Twisted Tuesday. I am Blake Martin, and my co-host, the boy, omnipresent. Almost. He seems to be everywhere. Thomas Karakolis. He's keeping it real, and he knows what he's up to. This morning, I just wanted to general purpose stretching. Let's imagine that you've got some kind of a thing going on. Maybe you're going to be working at your desk all day, or maybe you're going to go out and play a game of ultimate frisbee by yourself in isolation, because that's what we do these days. But you want to be warmed up. So we're going to kind of approach that. Warm up should contain four components. I almost put up three fingers. Should contain four components. It should contain, you should be increasing your cardiovascular activity. You should be getting more blood pumping to all the limbs. You should be increasing your range of motion gradually. You should be increasing your muscle contractility, and you should be also doing activities that are neuromuscularly related to the activity you're going to do. So obviously we're not going to do all of those things, but I am going to get your heart just pumping a little bit. We'll just do some gentle movements. We're going to swing our limbs around a little bit and then do some stretching. Let's get to it. Jumping back into the space, just standing up and just marching. We're just going to swing our arms nice and natural. Bring your knees a little bit higher. Increase the pace. So we're just kind of getting things going on. We're getting it all going on. I don't know what I have with that. And knees higher now, and swing your arms more. And higher still, and bigger swings. So we're just kind of increasing the range of motion. We're getting the muscle contractility going. We're getting it all going on. That's what I'm saying. And let's do some spider stomps. To the side, back in, nice and high with your knees. Side, high. Other side. So we're working the range of motion a little bit differently. It's an adverb, Blake. Add the ly, please. And let's just swing our arms, gentle circles, not too big at first. One direction. And opposite direction. General purpose, right? We're, prepared for anything. Let's do some hip circles. It's like a crazed hula hoop. Other direction, please.
Crazed cat.
All right, my beepy beeper is telling me to let's get into this. So what I'll do is I'm just going to demonstrate I'll demonstrate the stretches that we're going to do. We're going to go from the bottom up. We're going to start at our feet and ankles, and we're going to move our way up through our body, going from bottom to top. All right. So it'll be 30 seconds per stretch. So coming into your first stretch, what I want you to do is just with your toes tucked underneath, walk your knees back. And we're just going to hold here. We're just tucking our toes back. Just rock back a little bit further. All right. 30 seconds here. We're going for like a number 6 on a stretch. Let's go into downward dog now. We're just going to pedal out our feet. Just pedaling it out. We're going for like a 6. The stretch should feel lovely. It should feel delicious. And it shouldn't feel painful. We're not going for a number 11. We're not trying to increase our range of motion so much as we're trying to explore what we have today. So gradually increasing that range of motion a little bit at a time. Next, we'll be going into a 90-90 lunge.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Bring both knees down to the mat. Step forward with one knee.
2, 1. Exercise 1.
And rising up. Just going to reach back. Oh, just going to reach back. It's going to be lovely. Press your hips forward just slightly. Arms reaching over your head. Again, a 6. Explore that a little bit. Just feel it. You don't have to go, don't go extreme. It's not a Dorito. It's a stretch.
3, 2.
If I had a dime for every time I had to say that. Match your knees together. Bring your arms down.
3.
Opposite leg forward.
1. Exercise 1.
Bring your arms back up. Reach for the sky. In the words of Woody, the sheriff from Toy Story. Press your hips through. Toy Story 4 is actually really good. I recommend it. You don't even need children. I have children. They're just big. And pressing your hips through. And by big, I mean adults. They're not really that big.
1.
And bring your hands back down. Match your knees together. Let's go back to the first side. We're going to change up this stretch a little bit. We're going to take hold of the ankle. And we're just going to draw the heel towards the buttocks. And be nice and tall in your body. Breathing naturally and fully. If your breath is catching at all, if you feel like you can't breathe fully, then you're too deep in the stretch. Back it off just a little bit. And give yourself some room so that you can bring the stretch all the way down.
Rest.
Release that little foot down. Match your knees.
3.
Opposite knee forward.
1.
And
Exercise
back, grab that ankle. Nice and tall. Our back is straight. Our heel is coming into our buttocks. Next, we're going to come into a modified pigeon stretch.
Three, 2, 1. Rest.
We're going to come forward. We're going to take a little while to get this set up here.
1.
One leg back, the other leg forward. Flex your foot. We're going to stay here for a little while. And what I want you to do is, first, I'll show you what's happening with me. My hip is off the ground, and I'm not going to let that freak me out. Okay, I'm just going to support myself with my hip above the ground and stretch my back leg. My heel is reaching away. My back heel is reaching away.
3,
my front
2,
foot is flexed.
1.
I'm going to stay here for another 30. And just rock back and forth a little bit.
1. Exercise 2.
Just rock your hip back and forth just a little bit. And if you can get lower down, if you can touch your hip onto the ground, that's awesome. You might want to start working that front foot forward a little bit so that it's closer to parallel across the mat. I'm not worried about that right now because that's just not where I am
3,
physically.
2, 1.
Matching your knees together. Opposite leg comes forward. Let's get that set up. Flex your front foot. And reach your other foot back. And again, my hips are not on the ground. I don't care. It's not about that. It's not about a picture. It's about doing the stretch in a way that is healthy and beneficial for you. We're going to breathe into this. Good breathing. And we're taking a little bit longer. These are big muscles in through our hip that we just don't want to rush them. They need a little bit of time to get set up. I don't know what this next stretch is called. We're staying here, again for another 30 seconds. Reach that back heel away from you. Breathe and allow yourself to sink into the stretch. We're just staying up. There's nothing pressing. Is it called a pretzel? I don't know what it's called. I'll show you. We'll get there. So just breathing. Be tall
3,
in your spine.
2, 1.
And release that
Rest.
stretch. You're going to go right leg over left,
2. 1.
over your
Exercise
left
3.
knee, and hug your knee into your body, increasing this twist. Your leg may be way out here, that's okay. Just bring it in gently.
Three, two, 1. Rest.
Unfold. And again, we're not going really deeply. This
2.
isn't about
1.
changing
Exercise
your
3.
mobility or your range of motion. This is just about getting things kind of a little bit elongated for the beginning of some activity or for the beginning of your day. Just breathe gently, allow your hip to sink down, hug your knee into your body. You should be able to breathe fully without your breath catching.
3, 2, 1.
Right, flipping around. Coming onto our hands and knees, and allow your hips to sink down. Bring your shoulders away from your ears. Lift your chin just slightly so that your heart is open to the opposite side of the room. And then we'll be pressing back into a
2,
child's pose.
1. Rest.
Push back.
3.
Reach
2,
your fingers forward.
Exercise 4.
Oh, now this isn't a true child's pose. I think this is puppy dog. And tent your fingers up so that the backs of your hands are off the mat. And allow your tailbone to reach away from your fingers. Breathe into this.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
All right. Coming to your knees.
3, 2, 1.
One arm over your head.
Exercise 4.
Draw your arm away and lean toward that so that your hip is sinking into the earth and you're arcing away. So we're getting a stretch on our tricep and we're getting a stretch down the side of our body as well. And I like to press the ulna bone toward the middle of my back. Coming up towards center, releasing.
3, 2,
Opposite arm.
1. Exercise 4.
Coming around behind. And again, with the palm of my hand, I'm pressing down that bone. I'm going to lean toward that side and increase the stretch all down the side of my body. I love it. I really do.
Three, 2, 1.
And let's come down. Place your bum on the mat. And your fingers are going to point away from your body. And now walk your hips away from your arms a little bit and open your chest. Your shoulders are going back. And just lift your chin just ever so slightly. I'm a little too intense in that stretch for myself. I'm going to back off just a bit. Maybe even a bit more. Open my shoulders, chest. And release. And let's come to standing. Shake out your hands and legs. Let's just do some gentle flopping. I started my day with some gentle flopping. Gentle flopping is good. Just kind of let your arms windshield, I don't know, like this is like one of those car wash things, right? So I guess we're doing a car wash. Just flap them out. Shake out one leg. Shake out the other. Feel how light your body feels. My body feels really good. Just a little tightness still in the low back. I'm just going to give myself a little massage. I'm going to stand tall here. Just stand tall. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, expectation of good things that can come. Exhale, let go of things that are freaking you out. Let go. Inhale. And exhale. One more big inhale. Exhale. Stand ready. Stand tall. Stand really tall and ready. Feel the potential in your body and in your life and in your day. You've moved early. I hope you remember to move often. I hope you have an awesome day. Come back to this stretch later on if you need to. And it's a great way to finish your day too. Um, We're Twisted Tuesdays are all about finding that space in your body to kind of allow it to go further and do more than it could do before. Come back tomorrow for Wobbly Wednesday. We've had a great time today, or I've had a great time. I don't know if you've had a great time, but I've had a great time. Have a great day. Take care.